Hey guys, it's me, I'm back. It's another Junji Ito video. I've been really excited to make another one in the several episodes slash videos I'll be doing of Junji Ito. So the next story we're going to be covering is Censor. Now this one, unlike any other Junji Ito content, this is just a one volume. So it's basically just like a full story in this. There's no like extras in it. It's just one full volume of work in this. It's really different unlike his other ones. It does have a lot of body horror in it still, but I feel like it doesn't rely on it as much. It's more about the storytelling and conveying the message of the characters. It's a lot of characters in this. I've had to write notes on all the characters so I remember all their names, which I will probably pronounce rubbish in Japanese, but you know that's me. Censor follows a story of a girl called Kyoto Bakuya who goes to Mount... Goes to Mount Sengoku, who she finds this village called Kiyokami, which is engulfed with all these golden hairs called Amagami, which gives you clairvoyant powers. And soon the mountain explodes, which gives off the hairs, and she gets like covered in them, so she's like the ultimate clairvoyant. Then there's a reporter called Wataru Tsuchiyado. Again, I'm probably pronouncing these awfully. He goes to investigate because there's a black cloud around where the mountain was, and then he finds her, Kyoto Bakuya, but then they're both kidnapped by the leader of this gang called Indigo Shadow, Kagero Aido, and he wants to access these records called the Akashic Records, which is basically like an in-depth catalogue of the entire universe. So he wants to access them. Soon his base is destroyed by some sort of fire, and the black cloud like engulfs it, and they're all assumed to be dead, but they come back later on, the Indigo Shadow, to get Kyoto again. Another character in this is Dr. Kurodera, who has met Kyoko at his like his psychiatric place because his son found her or something. But then his son ends up becoming infatuated with her because he tries to use hypnotherapy on her to access her memories. But then he ends up having like, let me try and find you the image. It's very much insane. Oops. Because he's doing hypnotherapy on himself, his mind can't handle it, so he like becomes like this atom and destroys himself basically. So Kurodera helps Watari look for Kyoko. That leads another character called Beniko Yamakai. Yamakai. She's like a stalker of the reporter, and she's been following him for the past 5 years. You might hear the windows open because I'm sweating. I've just been to the shop, bought 2 peach teas. I'm very sweaty. So she's been following him for 5 years, and she knows that he's been after Kyoko, and she helps the Indigo Shadow and kidnaps Wataru and Dr. Kurodera and takes them back to Kagero, the leader of the Indigo Shadow, who's like wrapped up in like these bandages, if I can try and find the image. He has like this long, thick black hair, and like he's wrapped up in bandages for the end of the chapter basically. And then the final person that pieces everything together is Miguel the Martyr, Lord Miguel as he's known as. He's a guy, back in the Edo period, he believed in Christianity, which wasn't allowed, it was like prohibited. So they all ended up capturing him and throwing him in like this, in Mount Sengoku. And then the villagers who lived there and protected him also got thrown in as well. But since his death, Mount Sengoku exploded with Amagami, and the people who live there currently, or did live there currently, think that it's Lord Miguel's blessing on them to have this clairvoyancy. The ending's quite I don't know if it's ambiguous, but I remember being a bit let down with the ending, just like Uzumaki. Out of 5, this would be like a 4-star for me. And the reason is, obviously, it's not like any of Junji Ito's work I've read before. I've read Uzumaki first. This is the second one I picked up. And it's just, how can I describe it? It's very sciencey-esque based. And there's a lot of names and places to remember compared to Uzumaki, where it's just one character, one city, one town. Like, it's pretty easy to remember them, but you don't know if Kyoko is the main character, if it's Wataru, because it follows those two perspectives quite a lot. This book was, again, my second picking of Junji Ito. It was like my second work I read of him. I saw it in Waterstones. Cover is just beautiful. It's like got a dust jacket, unlike his other work that I have. All of them are hardbacks. This is just, no. Another one I've got with a dust jacket is No Longer Human, which we will get to in the series, because that book is intense as hell. Very intense for an adaptation. Also, the dust jacket comes with like a little picture of all the characters. Not all of them. So that's Dr. Kurodera, that's Kyoko, that's, what's his name, Kagero, that's the Stalker, that's Wataru, and I think that's the son of Dr. Kurodera. And yeah, it comes with a really cute little dust jacket which opens into a photo. There's only 7 chapters in this, so it's not a very long read. To be honest, I find mangas aren't a very long read anyway, but with me, I like to make them long because obviously I love manga so much. It's worth the read. Even though I've given it 4 out of 5, it is worth the read if you want to see some more scientific-esque, plot-driven, character in-depth Junji Ito. So I've kind of spoiled which the next one will be, which is Love Sickness. I cannot wait to review that one. I remember first reading it and being like, it's so good. Like, the characters, I personally think it's the most graphic in terms of realism. Like, the deaths are really realistic in terms of how much it's connected to humanity. Unlike Uzumaki, where it's connected a bit to, like, unrealism type of thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I very much did. I've been looking forward to filming this all week. Like, I've been mithering my girlfriend non-stop about it, saying I need to record this video. I'm very excited to continue with this series. And the last video got quite a bit of positive reception. Like, it's got, last time I checked, 56 views, which I find any views for me is very appreciated and well received, and I'm still very happy that any of my videos get views at all. So thank you all for viewing that for me, and there will be more Junji Ito stuff to come. I will see you guys in the next video, which will hopefully be soon, because I want to just keep flushing out as much videos as I can, because I'm just so excited to be back into YouTube. So without holding you guys much longer, like the video, share it, subscribe obviously, and follow the Instagram, because that is where I will be posting everything, like when video ideas are coming into my head or anything else. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.